Welcome to the Walpole High Film Festival's podcast, One Point Perspective, a podcast that explores the world of digital filmmaking and talks to young aspiring filmmakers in high school, college, and beyond. Now here are the hosts of the show, Mike Allen and James Conley.
All right, welcome back to another Buzz edition of the One Point Perspective podcast. Today we'll be talking about the Watermelon Crew's movie Sturges Merges. Now, Sturges Merges is brought to us by Owen Alfont, Ellie Boland, Connor Murray, Kara Coyne, Amara Betances, better known as the Watermelon Crew. You might remember their work from last year with Power of the Dodge, a movie that got a lot of buzz and a lot of hype, and they were freshmen. A lot of people are excited for this one.
Yeah, so this, you also recognize most of these names from other crews. So almost, in fact, every one of these, those crew members is also on another crew. So that was kind of what we did initially, put them on another crew. And Sturges Merges was written last year. At the end of the year, after the festival, they had to write screenplays, and so this was Falvey's and Owen Abrils' script. It was hysterical. In fact, we had 3 different scripts about Sturges.
Yeah.
They were all hysterical, actually.
Yeah.
This was the best one, though, Sturges Merges, and if you asked us last year what was going on for this year, we would tell you it's Sturges Merges because it was so funny. And we were excited for it, but this happens a lot. Students come in the fall, and then they write new scripts. So this one, Owen had another movie that he wrote, Clemens, so he wanted to do that, and Falvey wanted to do The Tell, and so we were like, okay, well, do we make Sturges Merges kind of like one of those bird turd type of movie like we did last year where everybody kind of helps out, which would be difficult because of just it's so faculty heavy. And then the Watermelon Crew had like an emergency meeting with us.
Yeah.
Which they basically said, look, they're excited to be on the movies that they are, but they want to make their own movie, like their own independent movie. And we kind of had a meeting about it and said, all right, let's give it to them, because I just like the drive that they were showing. Like, they were into it. They're like, look, we really want to come after school and do this, and we knew that they would. It's just, we're hesitant just in terms of giving them too much. I'm so glad that we did, because from what we've seen so far, it's been excellent.
Yeah, I think I said no 7 times. They're like, can we do 2? No. I'll admit I was very wrong. I thought that, it would be way too much trying to balance 2, especially these movies where a lot of it's happening after school, because all of them are on movies that have faculty. So, I was really worried about the scheduling side of it. Honestly, they've been organized. They've really been driven, like you said. So I for sure was wrong about that. So apologies, guys. Did a great job. This one is hilarious. So the premise of this is Mr. Sturges and Mr. McCluskey are forced to share a classroom because Mr. McCall's LARPing club has taken over, which anytime you work LARPing into a movie, I'm all in. And it's just chaos ensues. And so they're using my room, so I'm seeing a lot of this too, and all the props that they're bringing in. I won't give it all away, but there's they're really not missing those details either. They're like, oh, we got to make sure that we put the, all these stuffed animals back in the same order. And it's like, all right, we don't need to maybe spend that much time making it perfect, but they have so many props to make the McCluskey side look, chaotic, over the top, while as the Sturges side is buttoned up. So it is really fun. Mr. Sturges doing a great job. Honestly, it could be, you have McCluskey in a bunch of movies. You have Sturges in this with a really good role, also in a few other movies, small roles, but it's those two, Murray, the faculty category is back, I think. Like,
oh yeah, it's gonna be it's gonna be close. This one,
tight race.
Yeah, McCluskey. The rumors are that McCluskey is like fantastic in this, and Sturges is always good. That's why we wanted to make this movie, because I'm like, he's always good. Let's give him like a bigger role. So yeah, I couldn't be more pleased with these guys. I just hope they can manage it all coming down the finish line here.
Yeah, and then just I would say when OA the elder and OA the younger come together, this is actually I only imagine good things are going to happen. So it's an Owen April script that Owen Alphont is part of the crew making. So I'm really excited because they'll be on the same team versus us always pitting them against each other.
Yeah.
So do you want to go first for your buzz?
So for my buzz for the Watermelon Crew, I have an espresso doppio.
All right. My buzz for the Watermelon Crew is a venti vanilla sweet cream cold brew. And there you have it. That's the buzz for the Watermelon Crew's movie Sturges Merges.
You've been listening to Walpole High Film Festival's podcast, 1 Point Perspective.